What's up, faithful? Welcome to the East Coast Red and Gold podcast. I'm Niners Jess, along with Ty Alston, Maddie B, who's inactive tonight, and Niner Lady Dina is back. It is Wednesday, October 1st. What's up, guys?
What's
What's
up?
going on? How you doing?
Life is good.
It's a good
Doing
Wednesday.
good, doing good. All right, so before we get started, we're brought to you by Faithful Gear. Get your customized Niners gear made for the faithful by the faithful at faithfulgear209.com. All right, where to begin?
Let's
guess-
not.
Yeah. Well, we'll begin like we always do. We'll start with the injuries. For the Jaguars game, there was no CJ West, no Renardo Green. Brock Purdy was in. Pearsall played. Juwan Jennings played. For tomorrow night, Brock is out. Pearsall's out. JJ's out. Robert Beal Jr. is out. CJ West is questionable. Your thoughts on the injuries and Brock coming back to play against the Jaguars?
Injuries are injuries, part of the game. We go through it every year. Blah blah. Nothing to see there. Brock coming back is very questionable.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't on the injury report all week, but they brought him back, and apparently he re-injured himself or re-triggered it. Whatever. I don't know. It's weird, but it's one of those weird things that this coaching staff does. You know, and I said last week when we were talking about injuries and players playing, I said, let's not Jake Moody this thing, right? As in put a player on the field when he's still injured, only to have negative effects.
Yeah.
Sure enough, they did it again. So I don't know what to make of this regime, but they gotta be better. They just have to. You know, they have to be smarter about protecting these guys and making better personnel decisions.
Yeah.
I mean, Mac Jones just won 2 games. So I was all for Brock, not playing. Even though I said, if there's, 80% chance that he could play him. But after that, I kind of thought about it and was like, you know what? Like, he's probably better off not playing, considering the toe. And although I still don't know what toe it is, what foot it is.
It's allegedly his right. That's what everyone's saying. But like I said, allegedly, I haven't seen confirmation of that. So,
yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and now he's not playing against the Rams. And then he'll have that a few days extra rest.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he plays against Tampa. Dina, your thoughts?
My thoughts. I was glad that it was nice to see Brock out there, but yet I wouldn't have put him out there. I saved him for the Rams.
The more important game. I agree.
Yeah, I would have saved him for the Rams. Only because that's where we're going to need that help, that extra push. Other than that, it was just shocking. It was just very shocking to me that the way that we were playing, the way that things were being done. But I definitely would have, even though I'd like Brock, I would have definitely kept him out and put him in for the Rams game and gave Mac Jones another opportunity against Jacksonville.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense because, like I said, Mac just won 2 games.
Yeah,
but they're allegedly saying Brock was more healthy than Mac Jones, so that's why they chose Brock.
Right, but then a week later, now Mac is off the injury report.
Exactly. So
Yeah, do the
it's
math.
weird. That's what I'm saying. The weird personnel decisions that they make is like, come on, you know.
Yeah.
And like and
Now,
if you add on to that, like why did we cut Tanner Mordecai when he was clearly the third best quarterback of the preseason, right? Been here the longest, knows the playbook, kind of a Brock clone. This is a situation where even if both Mac and Brock is injured, all right, let's put Tanner Mordecai in there, give him some easy plays, some packages, see what he can do. Like I said, we're playing Jacksonville. It's a non-division opponent. Like if we lose to them, yeah, it's bad, but it's not so bad. But why risk injury to your quarterback 1 or quarterback 2 who you're going to need the most?
Right.
Like it's got to be better decision making.
Brian said we didn't play to win or lose. We were playing it as a walkthrough.
Nah, we played to win. Just too many mistakes.
It looked like a walkthrough.
Too many mistakes.
Yes. All right, let's start off with special teams. They're bad.
Yeah. Oh.
They're really bad. Like I still see Brian Schneider and Hightower on that sideline. The silver lining is Eddie Pinheiro. However, they can't cover kickoffs. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dina. I was letting you go.
Yeah. Okay. My thoughts, like I told Jess earlier, there are not enough cuss words to describe that. Yeah, it was pretty bad. And it looked like you said, although I forgot about Hightower. Yeah, it was like coverage was not there. It's like non-existent running, non-existent everything. It was just not there. And I was thinking about my group, my 49er group. We were talking about trying to think of that one guy's name that could only run like 2 yards. And I think it was James.
Richie James?
Yeah, and he could only run like 2 yards and then he was flattened. And that's what it reminded me of. It's like, how do you mess up special teams? Like, I didn't understand what was. They were just butt awful. I mean, I hate to use it like that, but that's what it was. It was, and we can't go on like that. Something's got to give. No run, no blocking, and why? What are you guys doing out there on the field when you're training? When you're getting reps, what are you doing? It was just butt ugly. And that's my synopsis of it.
Yeah, Sky Moore had one good return, but just like one okay, goodish return. Yeah, one return where he ran into someone's back. I don't know why our returners continue to do that. They just run into a blocker's back, our own guy. Like, how you not recognize our own guy's jersey? It's the weirdest thing, and no matter who's back there, it happens. The kick coverage continues to be bad, and I know their returner is really good, but we got to be better. And I don't know if that's working on kick placement, just the overall technique, lane coverage, whatever, but it needs to improve. I mean, Brant Boyer just got here and he has a Herculean task of turning this thing over. So I'm not going to throw him under the bus right away because he's got a long way up to go. One thing is with injuries, this is when injuries can play a factor, because Darrell Luter Jr. is actually our best gunner.
Yeah.
But now that he had to start this game, he's off of special teams.
Yeah.
Right.
And that played a factor, I feel. because you don't have that ace gunner out there.
Mm.
Right.
So he'll be back out there versus the Rams because allegedly Renardo Green is playing. So hopefully that'll help, and we need it. On that punt return, the refs did miss a block in the back. I don't care what they say. That was
Thank
a
you.
clear
They
block in the
did.
back, right at the point.
Yeah.
Freaking was it Neil? I think it was Neil who was covering. Like, how you missed that, ref? Come on, man. That was
And you're
terrible.
right there.
Terrible. Yeah, terrible. After that, it was just pure chaos with the return.
Yeah.
It was, and old Thomas Morstead trying to track him down at the end. That was sad. That was just sad to look at. I mean, yeah. But yeah, special teams, the return unit just has to be better. And they got to get it together.
Definitely.
What up, Tony? What up, Bryant?
Hey, Tony.
Brian says we just have to be able to tackle on special teams. Well, that's just it. I mean, yeah, like the guy, like he was, blocked in the back, but what happened to the other 10 players?
Yeah.
It was just, like Ty said, it was just complete chaos.
Yeah. It was one. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What? And just kept going all the way downfield. Oh.
Dre Area Sports, there was more than one block in the back, at least 2, maybe 3. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you. But that one obvious one,
obvious.
With the refs right there looking at it. And just, anyway.
Right.
Ty, you mentioned Sky Moore.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know why they, as far as the offense goes, they chose to put Sky Moore in more than Demarcus Robinson, which I know was coming back from suspension and, he was off for a month and, but Sky Moore was on the field a lot more than he should have been.
I know.
Right.
That comes back. That's part of that personnel decisions and using who you got. Right.
Right.
Like, okay, you lose Ricky, you lose, then you lose Jennings, and then all of a sudden you wake up and realize, let's use Robinson. Well, you should have been out there from the beginning.
Thank you.
He should have been playing and been out there from the beginning.
Yep.
He's a big veteran receiver who can play. Like, put him out there. Why? It's like, why? It makes no sense. And it's like the same thing with the running backs. We don't use them until someone gets injured. Yeah, in the fourth quarter when we didn't have Ricky and we didn't have Juwan, it's like, put 5 in the game. Great, thanks. Now you use them. We could have been using them for the past 3 quarters. The personnel decisions just make you shake your head. And I don't know how or why they don't see it.
No.
I think they do. Because if we see it, then they have to see it.
They have to see it, but why don't they address it? I mean, this is a guy you traded for to bring him in and be a weapon for you. And we've been waiting for him to come back after that suspension. And you're putting Sky Moore out there as if, he's a difference maker. And he made some plays, but not like, come on, man. It makes you say, why? And it's not like Robinson was coming back from injury where you had to, work him in slowly.
Right.
He's 100% healthy. Hadn't been playing. Didn't get injured in preseason. So you could have had him shoulder the load, especially with Juwan Jennings banged up.
Right.
Hey, JJ, we just going to use you in crucial situations.
Right.
Robinson, you going to start in his spot. Things like that. Didn't happen. Hold on. Be right back.
Crazy Juice says, I hope we somehow beat the Lambs. Yeah, I do too. I think we're actually being like really overlooked, which is a good thing.
Yeah. But to what extent? Hey, tear it down. Yeah, to what extent?
Dre
I got
Arias
us beating the Rams.
Yeah, I agree. Kyle using a timeout to ask the refs about the penalty was stupid. Once they made the call, they couldn't reverse it. Yeah, that was odd.
That was weird. I didn't get that at all. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Apparently, they didn't give him a chance to decline it. So I don't know. There was one. Let's see. Papa J said that he would have put Adrian Martinez out there against the Jags and kept Brock and Mac out to heal.
Okay.
Well, the thing though, like I said earlier, it's like, they said that Brock was healthier than Mac Jones, right?
Yeah.
But now this week, Mac Jones is off the injury report.
Yeah. I'm not feeling that.
Like it's strange. Like, it took a week and now all of a sudden he's off the injury report, but he was worse off than Brock was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't get that. I don't get that.
And then I think if they call up Adrian Martinez for tomorrow, it's the last time that they can call him up. I think you can only call people up a certain amount of times.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, because then that means he can't be used again for a while. But I don't know. I just feel weird about that. It's like I said, I would have preferred to see, even though I like Brock, I would have preferred to have Mac Jones in and keep Brock for the Rams. I don't know. Because I just felt like some of Brock's passes were forced. Like he wasn't comfortable. There was a disconnect there. He wasn't himself. He wasn't comfortable. And there was like sort of a disconnect. And I think he needed that extra time to, sit out and heal and just take it easy and then bring him in when we play the Rams. Because he just didn't look comfortable to me. He looked really harried. You know what I mean? Like, I know the pressure was there, but he just didn't look comfortable in the pocket. He didn't look comfortable out there. It was just something completely different that we're not used to seeing in Brock when he is out on the field. He just didn't look like himself.
Yeah, I mean, he was throwing a lot of hospital balls. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And that's what got JJ injured with his ribs.
Right. That I mean, that even looked painful to see it.
Yeah. And JJ was banged up anyway with his shoulder and his ankle, and now he has the ribs. And
well, what I was worried about was hyperextensions because of all the high throwing and the long balls. I was worried about hyperextensions. Like, oh my God, don't hyperextend that knee. Do not do that. It's just like when Jennings got hit. One of my friends was saying he looked like he got hit in the neck too.
Damn it, I can't hear.
And there was like nothing they could do. So I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't. There was nothing there. It wasn't the same old 49er mojo out there. It just didn't feel right. And they were just all over the place.
And you count the turnovers, the drop passes from Kendrick Bourne. He dropped three out of the 4. I was so pissed because if he caught one of them, he could have literally ran it in for a touchdown. And this would have been a completely different game.
Ah, yeah. Sin, that is a good point. Someone needs to do a study on why the 49ers are always injured. Yeah. Why? I'm sick of saying conditioning. It's something else. It's got to be something else. Not exactly sure what, but yeah, it's got to be something else because I I can't keep saying conditioning. You know, uh, but we're always banged up, and especially like in the beginning of the season, we just
Yeah.
what is this game 4 coming up, and we're this banged up already? That doesn't make any sense. You know?
I still can't hear.
Oh, Brian, they weren't playing to win, just going through the motions.
Nah,
Yeah.
we're always playing to win. May not look like it, but we're always playing to win.
Unless we drop balls.
Pause.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Jeez.
Welcome back. Yeah, we were talking about the drop passes of Kendrick Bourne, how Brock Purdy was throwing hospital balls.
Yeah, Brock had a bad game. Up and down game, I should say, really. He threw some really nice passes, some really bad passes. Y'all saw the high passes like everyone's 10 foot tall.
Yeah.
It was just an inconsistent game from him. You know, held on to the ball too long at sometimes. Just inconsistent. That's all it was. I hear people talking about rust and all that stuff. You can't be rusty after only missing 2 games. Sorry. Let's not play that game. Let's not play that game, right? He wasn't rusty. It was just an inconsistent game. And it happens in the NFL. Players have a bad game. Players play inconsistently at times. And that was Brock on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's all it was. But like I said, he made some really good passes, really good plays. Other times he didn't. I just think people are magnifying the bad plays too much, which is par for the course, right? People always focus on the negative instead of looking at the good things.
I mean, I heard a lot like through the week that like even in practice, like his passes were sailing, you know, because he couldn't put that pressure on his foot. Granted, we still don't know what foot it is, what toe it is. But people were saying that, you know, he couldn't plant. Yeah. So
yeah.
And then, like, you know, people are also saying that it transferred into the game, and like you can definitely see. And you know, Mac Jones looked himself during practice last week. You know, he should have played. Let's see.
Who knows? Who knows?
Brian says that the game wasn't all on Brock. The wide receivers didn't come prepared.
No. I've seen that going around during the week. Oh, you blame Brock. And that's this part of the finger pointing culture that has existed amongst the wide receiver, amongst the 49ers for a few years now, right? It's like the finger has to be pointed at one person as to why things didn't go well.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Brock. We saw the receivers. We saw the offensive line be inconsistent, run game being inconsistent, the offense being inconsistent overall, right? Everybody. We saw special teams be inconsistent. The defense was pretty consistent, though.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
I know. I didn't want to talk too much, but yeah. So it's a collective. It was a collective team loss. I'm gonna kill that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, on the first drive, we got 3 points. And I get it. Christian McCaffrey is your best weapon, but he had Braden Willis open in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I talked about this previously.
Yeah.
How we get into the red zone, and for some reason, Christian McCaffrey is the only person that's allowed to score.
Yeah.
We get down there, and it's a run to CMC, then a swing pass to CMC. Oh, let's try a lob pass to CMC. Is he the only person on the field?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
And then I don't know if you
Yeah.
were here, Ty, when I said that Kendrick Bourne, if he catches one of those passes, he runs it in for a touchdown.
I was not here, but I'm glad you mentioned that because this is like 2024 all over again. And
Yeah.
remember how like I talk about our bread and butter plays that we run all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's things that can go for a touchdown. That was kind of one of them. And that was a good pass from Brock.
Yeah.
Leaving
Yeah.
the receiver, hitting him in motion, allowing him to run. If it wasn't a touchdown, that was going to be a huge gain because the entire defense was going right and Bourne was going left. And there was only one defender out there, and DeMarcus Robinson could have blocked him. Huge gain, if not a touchdown. Right?
Right.
It was one of those plays that was set up to be like, yeah. And he drops it. And it's like, oh. It's heartbreaking, gut-wrenching. And that was the theme of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So the O-line allowed 16 pressures in the last 2 games. 10 came from Connor Colby. 6 came from Big Trent. For the Jags game, Colby had 5, Trent had 4, Pooney had 2, McKivitz had 2, and Brendel had 1.
Big Jake.
McKivitz is actually having a solid year.
Yeah. No one's talking about it. Go
Yeah,
Colton.
he actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, so far so good, and we're going. We're at week 5 now.
Yeah.
Jake Brendel too. Like not too bad. It's the 2 guards. Dominic Pooney's in his 2nd year. I feel like he's kind of playing like a rookie. Connor Colby was drafted in the 7th round, but it doesn't matter. It's how you play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and the fact that we can't get the run game going, it's, I don't know. You guys concerned with that?
A little bit, but not too concerned. I just pay, it's just another stat to me because the proof is going to be out on the field. But, a little concerned, but not too concerned.
Yeah, I talked about this last week. Teams are gearing up to stop the run. They know that's what we want to do. That's our bread and butter. And they're daring the quarterbacks to beat you, right? So they're gearing up to stop the run. 2, both of our guards are injured. Pooney's still out there on one leg. Colby, he has a growing issue. It limits strength. It limits mobility. We're trying to play bully ball. Get this push going to, establish a run. And you got 2 guys who can't push.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then it goes back to what I'm saying. Like, we got to make better personnel decisions. This is why we have backups. This is why we have guys on the practice squad. Sometimes it's got to be next man up. Like, let's bring in Drew Moss, put him at a guard spot. Let's get somebody, whoever we got the practice squad that can play guard, just get him up.
Yeah.
We could
we
give
have
those
Nick
guys
Zakelj.
Nick Zakelj. Yeah, exactly. Nick Zakel's been on the team all these years. Like, put him in the darn game. That's why we got him here.
Stop warming the
That way-
bench.
Yeah, that way you let guys, they can rest for a week or 2 or 3. And now, like I said, just same as last week. You rest them now while they're injured, they get healthy. Then we have them for the stretch run late in the season
Right.
when the games really, really matter. When we're fighting for the division and playoffs and into the playoffs, right? Why try to wait till, I think they were really trying to say, if we can hold on to this Thursday game and get this mini bye, then we'll be okay. But that's still only 10 days off. Like, let's give them a full week off. They get 14 days off or 2 weeks, right? They
Yeah.
get 21 days. Then they can really heal up fully. And we're not looking at the practice report going, oh, he's not practicing on Wednesday, but he practiced on Thursday and Friday, things like that.
Right. Yeah, let's see what they do at the time off. How they utilize it.
Just let him heal
You
up.
know?
Just give him the time to heal properly instead of playing this week to week game. Like, all right, is he good to go this week? Yeah, okay, good. Let's put him out there. No,
Who's good this week? Anybody?
yeah. It's like what we doing at quarterback. You good this week or you? Which one? How you feel? You feel okay or how you
feel okay?
So hurt? You know? No.
It's like,
I think and I think with this game tomorrow, I think they finally had to tell Brock, like, look, you're not playing.
Yeah. What they should have did Sunday. Like I think it was
Wow.
Brian who put a comment out there like, why didn't they let Martinez play? Like, I'm with you. Like, put the third stringer in there. Bring him up. Kyle has done that before. Remember the famous Nick Mullins game
Yeah.
wow.
against the Raiders?
Yeah.
Remember that Nick Mullins was on a practice squad.
Yeah.
Right.
And the two guys in front of him were injured, and Kyle brought him up and started the game. Like you've done it before. This is why you
Right.
have these guys. You know?
So why is it so different now?
Yeah.
You know? Why is it so different now?
Yeah, Tony, it's a dream. The Raiders aren't gonna trade.
He signed an
Max
extension,
Crosby to
didn't he?
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't sign him. He's the Raiders have his rights.
Oh, okay.
And they're not
Yeah.
going to trade him. The Raiders are not going to make any trades to us.
No.
Definitely not.
I don't think so.
Brian says that Brock should start every game he is breathing. We're paying and playing to win.
But if you can't throw, then hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. According to David Lombardi, he tweeted this out. The offense and the defense outscored and outgained the Jaguars.
It's probably true. Yeah. If
Yeah.
I think about it. Hold on. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Take away the special teams touchdown. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then, moving on to the defense, the first Jag score where Jason Pinnock whips on the ATN tackle.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Just
a
an
shit
outside.
show.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
It was bad defense, especially
Yeah.
for the outside. It wasn't contained, and our linebackers got caught up in the wash. They couldn't get out there. But, it's the defense had their back against the wall, which was the theme of the day.
Yeah.
Right?
It seems
Remember,
like, yeah.
that came after the Luke Farrell fumble, where they just get the ball at 50, at the 50 or at midfield. It was
Yeah.
like, okay, so I think the offense forced the punt on the first drive, and special teams comes on and they come out. Anyway, the defense got right back out there. It was like a quick thing.
Right.
And then next thing you know, here they are right back out there again, and they broke. They broke on a play, but their back was against the wall. It's like,
Yeah.
blame the defense, but I really can't blame the defense too much because they
They
shouldn't
were
have
out
been
there
out there
too
in the first
much.
place, So
Yeah.
that was
Yeah, they were
tough.
definitely out there too much.
Mhm.
What do you guys think of the pass interference call on Upton Stout?
Mm.
I didn't like it.
I was
'Cause
not
I
feeling that at all.
I didn't see much to it.
I-
And normally they show you like the views from the back and the side and everything,
Mhm.
and they didn't. They only showed the two. And
Right.
from that front view, I didn't see a tug or anything.
Me either.
I saw the usual hand contact, and then he jumped it, which to me was just looked like a good play. I'm like, oh, we good.
Look-
We got this. Here we go.
Look like
offense.
normal
Defense
football.
did it again, And then this flag comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, what? You got to be kidding me. I thought it was a bad call.
So did I. I mean,
Yeah.
it looked like to me like it was perfect football play. Nothing was wrong with it. And like you said, Ty, They only showed 2 angles. They didn't show all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
There's something suspect with that.
Yeah.
But it looked like a good, clean football play to me. And then out of nowhere, here comes this idiotic yellow flag. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why? You didn't call it 4 plays ago. You didn't call it during the beginning of the game. So now you're trying to make up for it? No, I was not feeling that at all. I thought that was a big mistake. Big mistake.
Yeah,
It cost us.
I wasn't a fan of it. They made it sound like he did the old like slingshot.
Yeah, I know. Mark Sanchez said
Yeah.
that, but I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you ain't seeing the replay either. Like, how
Yeah.
can you make that judgment
Right.
and say that?
Right.
You
Right.
know? Oh,
So
Yeah.
the one thing that's kind of a little concerning for me is our defensive line without Nick Bosa.
mhm.
I think we're trying to weather the storm until at least week 8 or 9, and then John Lynch is going to make his usual, trade calls.
Mm.
Because that's usually when you could tell what teams are going in which direction. Matt Mayoko tweeted that there were no quarterback sacks or hits for the first time since September 20th, 2015.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Defense
That's-
still only gave up 1 drive. Okay, see, this is
So-
one of those times where you have to think football is much more than stats. Vibe with me here, people. What was the passing game? What was the passing game plan for the Jaguars? And you
Mhm.
saw it all day long. Get the
Mhm.
ball out fast.
Mhm.
Trevor Lawrence was dinking and dunking all day, getting the ball out quick.
Yep.
Right? He held on to it a few times and threw long. But other than that, it was a quick passing
Quick.
game. Unless you
Yep.
got somebody unblocked, you're not
Yeah.
getting to him.
Yeah.
He was dinking and dunking all game long. Think about it. The man played a full 4-quarter NFL football game, threw 31 passes, and he only had 174 yards passing.
Wow.
Why is that? Because he was dinking and dunking. Everything was quick. Everything was get it out of
Mhm.
here fast. Right?
Mhm.
That was their game plan throughout.
And it worked.
When that's the case, you're not going to get much. You're not going to get to the quarterback. There's only so much you can do when as soon as he drop backs and shotgun, he's throwing it immediately for something fast. So it's a twofold effect. Yes, being a total game manager, Bryant.
Yeah. Which is something we didn't do.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? We beat ourselves. We really did. But we actually did come close to actually taking this game.
Yeah, put that into perspective. Despite the 4 turnovers,
Yeah.
all the drop passes, the freaking bad special teams play, we lost by 5 points. Had the ball at the end of the game to be able, with an opportunity to go down and win it. Still in it, right? Most part because of defense. Shout out to the defense for being stellar once again. The defense only really gave up 1 drive. That was that long 89-yard drive after the CMC interception, which was rough, which I believe that was that the stout? No, that wasn't the stout play. But anyway,
No.
that was after CMC bubble. But yeah. But that was really the only drive they gave up. All the other drives were just short drives. Well, they only gave up 2 touchdowns, right? All the other drives were short drives by the Jags, like in Niners territory. Like they got a field goal where they got the ball on the Niners 28-yard line. There's nothing you can do at that point other than try to get a turnover, or you're going to hold them to a field goal. What can you do? What can you do? Right?
Well,
It's one of those things. So it's hard. It's hard.
yeah,
But
it is
it's
hard.
but it's like after that 89-yard drive, they were lights out. They only gave up I think 2 or 3 field goals from there. You know,
I
one was a long.
will say,
Yeah,
for the second half, they played their asses off.
The second half,
Like,
yeah.
they
You
did.
could
back.
tell that there were adjustments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the defense was 3 and out, a punt, a 3 and out, the kick return for a touchdown, not on them. And then that missed field goal, that missed 47-yarder at the end, which the defense held, forced a field goal attempt, which I keep telling everybody, that Levi's win, that nice gusty wind in Levi's Stadium, it helps us from time to time, and it helped us on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because that
sure.
gust came through and pushed
Sure.
that ball right,
Yep.
missed field goal. I was like, yes.
We had a little Candlestick Park wind in there.
Oh yeah, the
Mhm.
swirling winds. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at the flags, the flags was actually blowing left.
Hmm.
But we know how that wind is in there. It gusts through like in the middle. It comes into the
Yeah.
field. So you can't read the flags. Sure enough,
Yeah.
push that ball right. I was like, oh, we got a shot. We got this. It's our game. Just wasn't meant to be.
No.
That's true. Wasn't meant to be.
No.
Fred Warner has the franchise record for forced fumbles.
Yep. Shout out to
Good
Fred.
stuff.
I mean, he was all over
Wow.
the place.
He was.
Goodness.
It's-
All over.
He usually is.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
But like, how many
Yeah.
chances? How many opportunities he had to get the ball?
yeah,
I mean,
Oh,
it was like
yeah.
Yeah.
like 4 of them.
I know.
with the possible
know.
interceptions and the forced fumble. It was like Fred's doing everything in his power to help
I
out
mean-
this offense, man.
Yeah.
Like,
If he
finger
got all those, man,
Woo.
this game, like between
Totally
the
different game.
turnovers,
it would have been a
like,
whole different perspective. Whole
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
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 it would have been like 8 total turnovers between both
Yeah.
teams and
Oh yeah.
crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, game balls. I wasn't going to do it because we lost, but I figured, why not? Let's do it.
Why not? Why not?
Game balls.
Um,
Mm.
Well, I'm gonna give one to the defense because I thought they were outstanding, even with their backs to the wall. They still played a great
Yeah.
game and held it down. I'll give one to them. I'm gonna give one to Jake Tonjes because he really should be tight end too at this point.
Hmm.
You know, I
Okay.
think his receiving skills are underrated, underutilized. Let's get him the ball more. You know,
Yeah, he did a
Um,
lot.
I'm gonna give one to CMC because he's just out there battling. He's taking a beating very early, all these damn touches, and he's still out there doing his thing. So I'm gonna give one of those 3.
I'm gonna go Upton Stout because that
Mm.
definitely was an INT.
Yeah.
Okay.
I too am also gonna go Eddie Pinheiro.
Yes. Okay.
Because it was nice not to worry about kicks for once. That was like the one silver lining.
Yes.
It's good to have a healthy kicker.
Ooh.
It's true. It is
That's
good
all
to
I'm
have a
gonna
healthy.
say.
Yes.
McNiner says definitely not Butterfingers born.
yeah.
Hope-
Yeah.
You know
He
what,
had
I
that
think
really good catch at
Warren-
the end of the game, though. His last catch was a beautiful catch. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, where was that all game?
Yeah. It definitely, like I said, it definitely could have been a different game if one of them he caught he would have ran for a touchdown. But I think he has a bounce back game tomorrow night. I mean, I said earlier, Ty, I don't know if you were here, but I think we're being way overlooked.
Yeah, I caught that.
For
And
tomorrow.
we definitely are.
Given the injuries and
Yeah.
and Brock Purdy not playing, Pearsall not playing, Juwan Jennings not playing.
Well, it's a typical thing after a loss. People always assume the sky is falling.
Yes.
And it's over. It's over. Season's over. Especially with the injuries. The season is just over. Here's one thing you got to look at. What happened on Sunday was an anomaly. When do we have a game where we have 4 turnovers? 7
that
drops.
was brutal.
We give up a special teams long return for a touchdown. All of that happened in one game.
Yeah.
Fred Warner gets his hands on the football 4 times. We don't recover any of it. When does that happen all in one game? That was a full moon anomaly game, right?
That was almost like the Niners Ravens game.
Yeah, exactly. We always get one of those games, like once every season or so, that you're just shaking your head like, I can't believe what's happening on the field right now.
Right.
It always happens. This was that game.
But
I can guarantee you won't see a game like that for the rest of the season.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, no matter what, we always bounce back.
Exactly.
And I think that's our MO. You know, we go through these little freak sessions, like these weird games, but we always bounce back and come back stronger. So I'm holding on to that.
Dina, who are your game balls before you move on?
Definitely Fred Warner, because he was just all over the place. And the kicker. And that's it.
Okay. All right. So the good news is that the Rams special teams is actually a little bit worse than ours. I think we're 28th and they're 29th.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So we got that going for us tomorrow. But no, seriously, I think I don't know. I think we'll actually be good tomorrow. I'm not trying to be a homer or anything like that, but I just really think that we're going to be okay. I think we need to take advantage of the fact that the Rams pass protection is not very good. So we definitely have to hone in on Matthew Stafford for sure. Definitely have to take advantage of that. And I think Kyle Shanahan has to get Mac Jones into a rhythm.
Yeah.
And, obviously your plays are going to be selected that, he does well and stuff like that. But getting him into a rhythm, which is what should have happened with Brock, I think will be key here. What do you guys think as far as game plan?
I would say our offense has to come out strong. We need to score early, score often. And as far as our defense, we got to contain the run. We got to stop the run. Because the one game I saw, those guys, man, if you don't stop their running effort, they're all over the field. They got it. We got to contain the run. We got to stop it. Other than that, I think we got a solid shot.
We also have to contain Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams.
Oh, please. Yes. I was trying not to bring that up.
Yeah.
Nacua, I know.
Which is, it's going to be a tough task, but, Demo Lenore, Upton Stout.
You put Lenore in. Yep. You have Lenore in with him. Yeah. That's going to be a winning combination right there. to have Lenore in with them. Ooh. And I know the refs are going to be all over it. They're going to be all over it. Any type, if you even think you're going to breathe on the man's jersey, watch. It's like flag. But yeah, that's my thing. We got to score early, score often, and
McNiner
stop
says
leaving our
to,
defense.
Run the ball with someone not named CMC. He should be playing wide receiver in this one.
Yes.
Stop stealing my thunder, David. My guy, David. Shout out to you. I apologize to you, David, for missing you yesterday. But yeah, I agree.
And can we use juice more? Can we use juice more?
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, the game plan, get everybody involved on offense. The offense works a lot better when everyone's involved, when Juice is involved, Robinson Jr. is involved.
Robinson,
right?
yes.
Get some wide receivers involved. You just got to, and I understand CMC is your money zone, red zone threat. Well, you know what? When you get a drive, you start out a drive. How about you let Robinson start off the drive, right?
Exactly.
Get him running the ball. You're just going to run the ball up the middle, give it to the big back.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, we saw him on Sunday get a run, and he's just getting 5 yards. And it's like, why can't we do that to start the drive? If you just want to establish the run on the first play, give it to the big back, let him get 5 yards, and we can go from there.
Right.
Like get him going, and then you have CMC rested to finish off the drive. Let's try something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Definitely using CMC in the slot. That's good stuff. But work the ball to Jake Tonjes. Use those receivers. The saving grace is Mac Jones, once again, played with all those guys in practice and in the preseason.
Yep.
Kendrick Bourne, he has a natural rapport with because they played together. But Demarcus Robinson, practiced with, played with in preseason.
Mm-hmm.
They could hook up, right? I would elevate Russell Gage Jr. just for that same reason. They practiced together all through training camp, played together in preseason, got something going on, get them on the field. Play with Jake Tonjes, use Jake Tonjes, call some plays for him in the passing game. Let those connections work for you, and we'll be fine offensively. When we get to the red zone, you just got to punch the ball in.
Punch it in.
Got to punch the ball in. Once again, the theme I've been talking about since 2024, last season, we get to the red zone and we're settling for field goals. Eddie P, love you, dude, but I don't want to see you. I don't want to see any kicker. I don't care what the kicker's name is. Why am I seeing you when we have first and goal?
Right.
This past Sunday, we have first and goal once again twice.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing the kicker.
Yeah.
Bruh, think about the dynamics of the game, how that changes if we're scoring touchdowns instead of field goals there.
Right. Right.
Totally changes the dynamic of the game.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to start punching the ball in.
Dynamic, the game, momentum, all that.
Yeah, everything. Right. Everything. We could have put that game away early. And defense could have really pinned their ears back and went for it.
Right.
Got after it. Ugh. Makes me mad.
All right, before we get out of here, X Factor. Go ahead, Dina.
Well, that's a good one because I got many. I'm going to start off by saying
we talked
defense.
About him. Yeah.
Yep.
Defense. That's my X factor. More coverage, better coverage, especially on the outside. Defense. Warner, I love you, but rest those legs, man. Get somebody else a chance. But I doubt if I know Ty, I doubt that's going to happen. But yeah, that's the X factor for me. Defense. You got to have a strong defense this time. Real strong.
Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, for me, it's the run defense, and we know it's a copycat league. We saw the Jaguars have some good opportunities running to the outside. Watch Sean McVay do a little copy and paste and try to run a lot of plays to the outside. He likes to play bully ball too and run up the middle. We know that. Dina, you mentioned them and them liking to run the ball. That's just part of their offense. It's the same Shanahan tree offense, right? They want to run the ball. But watch him start running to the outside a lot more just because of what he saw on Sunday.
Right.
So I think that's got to be up. Renardo Green has to be an X factor. He has to step up because they're going to try to test him. Teams have been testing him all season, so he's got to step up and play better. That's for sure. Offensively, I'm going to say Demarcus Robinson. He's got to return to LA and have a big game. He's wide receiver number 1 right now. Right? For this game, your wide receiver number 1, step up and be wide receiver number 1. Like, go out there and make plays like the big, fast receiver you are.
I'm going to go Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that the Mac Jones to Kendrick Bourne connection, we're going to see it tomorrow.
Watch KB show out.
And Kendrick Bourne is going to catch the passes. I'm speaking that into
Kendrick
existence.
Bourne. Yeah. Watch him have a big bounce back game playing with his buddy Mac Jones and a little chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that. All right. 2-minute warning. Go ahead, Dina.
Okay, 2-minute warning. Yeah, I'm ready for this game. I'm ready to see defense, a lot of good defense, especially from the outside. I'd like to see our special teams look better. But yeah, I'm ready for this game. This is going to be a crucial game for us, and especially with playing the Rams. It's always an enjoyable game. But it's going to be a crucial game for us.
Yeah, Ty.
Yeah, it's a home game. We're playing in Levi South. So the faithful just need to show up, be loud for us, piss off the Rams, confuse them. They're not ready for it. People think the sky is falling. Listen, we were in that game Sunday. Like I mentioned earlier, despite all the foolishness that went on, all the craziness, we were still in that game and could have easily won it, right? And those games are an anomaly. Like just mentioned, the last time we saw a game like that was 2 seasons ago. So we're going to come back, play 49ers football, and be very much in it. I think it's going to be a close NFC West game like usual, but we're going to come out on top. Watch. And everybody's going to be like, I told you we could do it. Keep that same energy.
Yeah, 61% is supposed to be Niners faithful at Levi South tomorrow. So bring that energy, be loud. Shout out to the chat. You guys are always great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and enjoy the game tomorrow. And then, we have a nice, 3-day, actually more than 3 days rest. But so that's it. Go Niners, and we'll see you next week.
That's right. See everybody. Stay faithful.
And of course, for the upstart 49ers, they're 6 yards away from Pontiac. 3rd and 3.
We'll see a pickup sometime on the right side, possibly.
Montana looking, throwing in the end zone.